In this video tutorial, we're going to cover quitting an application versus closing all the windows. If you're new to a Mac and coming from a PC, this is something important to understand. So the first thing I'm going to do, just for example, is launch Safari. So I'll click here, that launches Safari. Safari is just a web browser, much like Firefox or Internet Explorer that you might have used before. And I'm going to go to an address here, which actually is the Studio Code version 10 online manual. And now that I have this web browser window open, what I want to demonstrate is that number one, you might notice that what we call the signal lights, the red, yellow, green here, are on the left side as opposed to the right side of the window that you might be more familiar with if coming from a PC. So let's talk about what these little options do really quickly. Let's start with this yellow option. The yellow minimizes it. So when I click on a yellow button here, it's going to actually sort of minimize, you'll notice the window down into the dock over here. So let me click the yellow, and you can see that now this window gets minimized down here. I can click it and it'll just come right back. Okay. The green arrow, or the green button, sorry, actually enters Safari in this case into full screen. So it's just going to take advantage of all the real estate of the screen. So when I click green, you can see that it expands to fill the whole screen. Now I would have to press escape on the keyboard, the physical key on the keyboard, to return to the normal viewing mode. And lastly, let's talk about the red button, which is probably pretty straightforward. When you click it, it closes the window, right? What may be a new concept if you're coming from a PC is that Safari, the application, is still running. Typically on a PC, if you close all the available windows in an application, it also quits the application. But on a Mac, the application continues to run until you actually quit the application. And I can do that by, you can see here, going to the Safari menu and going to quit, or the shortcut is Command Q here. So quitting and closing the windows of a given application are two different operations. So again, let me open a Safari window. I can close all the windows that might be open. Safari still runs. I might open a Finder window, which is fine. Safari's still running, and I actually know this because these little black dots below the icons tell me which applications are running. So I actually have another application, ScreenFlow, that's currently running, and that's being used to film this tutorial or record this tutorial. So, it's no problem if there are many different applications running concurrently, but just remember that if I want to actually quit Safari, it's a different operation by doing this.